Barbara Walters.
May 6th, 2004, a day that will live in television history, because that day marks the farewell episode of Friends, one of the most successful shows ever created. It's going to be a day of laughter and tears for the many fans of Friends. But what about the Friends themselves? How do they feel about breaking up? And where will they be the night the final episode airs? Earlier this year, I asked Friends, Courteney Cox and Matt LeBlanc. This is the Warner Brothers lot in Burbank, California. A few months ago, after the final episode of Friends was filmed here, Matt LeBlanc, who plays Joey on the show, gave me a private tour of Stage 24.
Now it's going to be called the Friends Stage forever, which is kind of cool, I think.
Yes. Monica and Chandler's apartment was already torn down, so was the coffee shop. In fact, everything was gone except for Joey's apartment. Shall I knock? I don't have to knock, I got Joey with me.
Exactly, come on in.
The premise was simple and timely. 6 young people starting life away from their own families form a new family with friends.
Hey everybody, this is Rachel, another Lincoln High survivor. This is everybody. This is Chandler and Phoebe and Joey. And you remember my brother Ross? Sure. Hey. Hi.
Since the show premiered on September 22nd, 1994, Friends has never been out of the top 10. And the cast members are now household names: Jennifer Aniston, Courteney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, Matthew Perry, and David Schwimmer. So what is the secret of the show's success? Woo-woo! I asked Courteney Cox,
I think that we have an amazing group of writers.
Monica got ice in her eye and it hurts. Maybe you should put some ice on it.
And there's a cast that really sticks together, and I think that just the fact that we still all like each other.
And you really do all like each other on Friends?
Yeah, and the girls, we love each other, but the girls are like, it's crazy how much we love each other. I mean, we really see each other all the time. I mean, we lunch together at work every day.
You guys, hurry up. The flight leaves in 4 hours. It could take time to get a taxi. There could be traffic. The plane could leave early. When we get to London, there could be a line at customs. Come on!
6-hour trip to London. That's a lot of Monica.
Do you think you're like Monica?
I think that Monica, I mean, she can annoy me pretty bad. I mean, she's funny. I mean, I like the way she is really quirky with things, but no, I don't get excited about label makers or, you know, no.
Passport, check. Camera, check. Traveler's checks, check.
I do get excited when I open a drawer and someone's organized it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, that looks good. But, but I think I'm looser than Monica. I don't have, like, I don't get uptight like that.
Who is that?
It's Joey.
I asked the same question to Matt LeBlanc about his character, Joey. Is there anything about Matt that's Joey?
Oh, sure.
I'm over here, big guy.
Yeah, you are.
But Joey is a little dense.
Little, sure, yeah.
But Matt?
Hopefully not, no.
Do people confuse you? Do people think maybe you're not too smart?
Yeah, it's funny, you know, sometimes when I meet people for the first time, they'll talk a little slower to me, and yeah, I get a kick out of it.
Do they ask you to do your famous line?
Oh, sure.
Do it for me now.
Okay, let's see, it's actually easy to do here. How you doing?
How you doing?
Made a lot of money with that one.
He sure did. For this, the final season of the show, the cast, as a group, negotiated the highest salary ever paid to a television ensemble, $1 million each per episode. Did you all come together and say all for one or not at all?
Yes, we did. It's great that we stuck together because that way no one gets their feelings hurt, no one's making more than the other. We're a team, and that's what we are.
Who was the tough one? Who was the one who said, we're going to do this?
Initially, it was David Schwimmer. David Schwimmer said, and it was a really menschy thing for him to do because in the beginning, David was perceived as the breakout guy. He was the Ross of the Ross and Rachel story in the pilot. But he initiated the idea that if we all stick together, nobody can rattle us. And it worked out really good, and we all kind of said, you know, for me personally, I was like, yeah, that sounds good for me. I'm making the least amount. So sure, I'll take a raise.
And no one defected. No cast member said, you know, maybe we should go out on our own. Everybody stuck together.
There were a couple of times where, and I'll leave the names out, but the studio or the network tried to really beat up on one person, and the other 5, myself included, we all really wrangled around, and we walked out a couple times. I remember leaving the stage, and Marta Kaufman, my boss, saying, "Where are you going?" I said, "I gotta go. Everyone's leaving. I gotta go. I love you, but I gotta go." And she understood, and, you know, the next day we were back.
On January 23rd, the cast that always stuck together filmed their last episode. Tell me about the last day, January 23rd, the last show that you did.
Okay, that was a pretty hard day to get through. Before we come out, we all have what we call a little huddle backstage. We all have our arms around each other, and this particular time, no one really knew what to say. No one really, I mean, what do you say? You know, we said we love each other. We said, these kind of things. And then just the waterworks kind of started. I think it was Lisa Kudrow that started to cry first. And, you know, I kind of kept it together, and I looked at Jen and Courteney, and they were visibly upset. And then I looked at Schwimmer, who's kind of a rock emotionally. He's really the consummate professional. He's great. And David was visibly really upset, and I just lost it. And then all of us had to go back to makeup and get remade up because everyone's, you know, it was all over our collars.
Who was the most emotional at the end?
Oh, that's Jennifer, always the most emotional, yeah. She's just a giant heart with a head and feet. That's Jennifer Aniston.
So she's the biggest trier. Friends mania has never been more intense. At every filming, their loyal fans made it clear that saying goodbye will be very hard. Many of those fans will be together to watch that final episode. But what about the 6 friends? Where are you going to watch the finale of Friends?
As a group, we'll watch it together.
You're all going to be together? You've made that plan?
Yeah.
What are you going to do when it's over?
Cry like little babies. Cry.